Hey, it's Aaron, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you my productivity system so that you can just use this step by step to have extremely productive days and get your stuff done. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, I always come with content that will teach you how to become more successful using the power of the internet, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Alright, productivity is very, very important. If you want to get stuff done, if you want to build big businesses, if you want to create a lot of income, if you want to be healthy, if you want to live a great life, you have to learn how to become productive because we all have the same amount of hours every single day. But why is it that some people are so much further ahead than other people? Alright, so over the last 40 years of being on this planet Earth, being able to build multiple six-figure internet businesses, I'm going to share my exact daily routine with you so that you can perhaps implement some of these things in your own life to help you get that much more productive. So the first thing is it all starts with a very, very good morning routine, right? Now, I've tried lots of different morning routines, and this is the one that really works for me. So I wake up about 9 o'clock in the morning, a little bit later than most people because I run my own business at home now, and I promised myself that when I quit corporate, I was gonna wake up a little bit later because I'm a bit of a night owl. So I sleep late, I wake up a little bit later, but once I wake up, I get ready, I make my bed. That's very, very important because when you make your bed, that is literally the first activity that you've completed, and it's gonna make you feel really, really good about completing other tasks in the day. So make sure you get good at making your bed. The next thing I do is I make sure I get dressed to work, even though I'm working from home. So I don't work from home in my pajamas. I make sure that I actually get ready for quote unquote work, if that makes sense. It puts you in the right frame of mind for actually getting stuff done, because if you're just lazing around, you haven't done your hair, you haven't had a shower, you don't dress properly, I mean, you're gonna feel really, really lazy if you're not in the right outfit and you're not ready to actually do work, which is why it's very, very important to get ready even if you're working from home. Then I make myself a big glass of water, I down that, I go into my home office and I meditate for 15 minutes. And the app that I use to meditate is Headspace, and it's a great habit to implement if you've never done that before. It just clears your head, it gives you a little bit of quiet in the day. And meditating also helps you to become a lot more aware of what you're doing so that if you need to make little changes in your life, you can actually take action on those things. The next thing I do before I actually get to work is I journal in something called the 5-minute journal. Okay, this was made popular by Tim Ferriss. I've been using this for years now. It's really, really good. If you open it up inside, it's all about figuring out what you're grateful for that day so that you feel grounded. It's also about the different actions that you're going to take, and there's also an evening section so that you know what wins you had for that particular day. And in the 5-minute journal, there's a section here that says what would make today great, and I use that as my action steps for the day, and I literally just write out everything that I need to do, and as I get them done, I actually cross them out. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see me crossing stuff out and ticking stuff and getting stuff done, right? And by the end of the day, I'm usually ticked off on everything. And if I can't do something, I will scrub it out and I will move it to the next day. But as much as possible, I try and get stuff done. And I use this 5-minute journal to actually stay organized and get all my tasks done.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
So if you want to find out exactly how I was able to get to over $1 million in commissions, I would love to show you how to do that for free. I've got a 6-figure workshop that you can check out if you want. All you need to do is go ahead and click the link below and register for that workshop, and then just check your email. Make sure you check your spam folder because sometimes emails end up in spam these days, and then enjoy the workshop. So now the morning routine's out of the way, I'm now primed to actually get some productive work done. The next thing I do is I do something Brian Tracy calls Eat That Frog. Okay, he's got a book that's called Eat That Frog, and all he means is it's very difficult to eat a frog, right? So I do the most difficult task first, right in the morning. And for me, the most difficult task is usually creating videos. So creating videos like this, I always shoot them in the morning because this allows me to generate leads for my business. It allows me to create content for my subscribers, for my people, and it's actually quite a difficult thing to do if you think about it, compared to all the other things that I have to do in the day. So usually I'll shoot, a couple of videos, maybe a reel or two in the morning. I also get my emails done, which is really short, maybe half an hour. I like to get my emails done in the morning. I clear that out, get my videos done. So the morning's done now, and I'm feeling pretty good about myself because I have done a lot of my big tasks already. So even if I have a pretty crappy afternoon, it doesn't matter because I've actually done the most difficult tasks already, which is why I actually already feel pretty good, right? But what I do then is I break for usually a 30-minute to 1-hour lunch, and then right after that I get back to work and I work on a lot of smaller projects. So a lot of little random stuff that I still need to do, but it's not as important as the big stuff and eating that frog right in the morning, right? So it might be things like touching up a webinar presentation, doing a split test. So things like that are still important to the business but are not as important as the stuff that we did in the morning. So that's pretty much it. That's exactly how my days usually look like Monday to Friday. I usually do all that, finish about 4, 5 or 6 p.m. depending on how my day looks like. And if you can do that consistently, then you're gonna have very, very productive days. So let's talk about some of the productivity tools that I actually use. So I love to use whiteboards. I've got a whiteboard right there where I've got my growth strategy. So that's my overarching strategy that pushes my entire business forward. And it has some of the major projects that I am working on over a period of time. There are time frames and there are certain milestones that I need to get done and I need to make sure that I hit in order for long-term growth for my business. So that kind of leads all of the daily tactics, if that makes sense. What I also like to use are post-it notes. I mean, this little pack right here, I'm kind of old school, right? I just like writing things down and crossing them off. So if I have stuff down here and I'm able to cross them off as I go through them, so that for me is very powerful. And at the end of the day, when I look at my post-it note or my journal and everything is crossed out, that makes me feel pretty darn good about my day. And if you're crossing out a lot of stuff, I know that's again very, very old school and some people might say archaic. It's still a great way to get organized. And there's nothing like, putting pen to a piece of paper, which is, I think, still a little bit better than doing stuff 100% digital. But even though I am old school though, I still use a lot of digital tools to help me stay productive and organized. So I use the Mac calendar to stay organized for the week. And what that does is I've got my meetings in there, I've got my tasks and places that I need to be. It's all pretty much in there. And that's a great way to stay organized. I also use an app called Evernote. Okay, and you can download that for free from the App Store, the Google Play Store. And it's a free app, you can upgrade of course, but I just use the free features. And for all of my content ideas, that's where I put all my stuff. I also break it up into different lists that I have, like, things that I want to achieve in my life, for example, things that I need to get done within the next year, things that I want to achieve in the next 5 years, things like that, or content pieces and content ideas. So ideas that I get for my podcast or ideas that I have for my marketing or ideas for my videos, I put everything in Evernote. So you definitely want to check Evernote if you want to keep track of stuff like that. And the last piece of software I use is something called Slack. And this is a really popular piece of software to get organized if you're working with teams, okay? So I work with a lot of digital agencies, right? So there are different digital agencies that support my business and Slack is a great way to communicate with them. So once you hire teams of people or you're working with digital agencies or the people supporting you in the business, Slack is a great productivity tool for you to keep track of everything. Okay, so that's all the work stuff, but productivity is not just about understanding how to take action and be disciplined about work. It's also about being disciplined about the rest of your life, all right? So most days after I'm finished with work, usually about 5 or 6 p.m., I'll head straight to the gym, right? So I'm a evening gym workout person. I don't like working out in the morning. I've tried that, but I feel very weak and I get really tired at about lunchtime. So I like to get my entire workday done. And then I get ready and I go to the gym. And I do a mixture of lifting weights and high interval training. And I find doing that 4 or 5 times a week just keeps me mentally and physically in great shape. It puts me in a great mood. I've got lots of dopamine going through my brain. I sleep a lot better at night. And so just keeping fit is a great way to actually maintain that consistently and that high level of productivity throughout your life. The next thing you need is you need to eat well, so make sure you're not filling yourself with junk. I started to eat a lot less meat. I mean, I'll never give meat up because I'm a bit of a carnivore, but what I've done is every lunchtime I just buy these vegetarian lunch packs, so I just automatically cut out 50% of the meat that I'm eating every single day, and then I pretty much eat whatever I want for dinner as long as it's healthy and it's not really fast food. I eat fast food probably like once a month. I drink a soda probably, again, once or twice a month. Very, very little. Drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of tea. I drink a lot of herbal tea, and that's kind of where I get my fix from. The next thing that you need to do is you need to learn how to relax as well, okay? Because working out helps me relax, but some of the other things that really help me relax is I get regular massages. So if you're in a country where you can do that and it's not that expensive, I highly recommend it. Get a foot massage, get a head massage, get a full body oil massage. I mean, it's great for your health in general, and it helps to relax you overall. Another thing that I like to do is I like to go to the sauna, okay? So going to the sauna not only relaxes you, but it's actually very, very healthy to get all the toxins out. So I try to do that once or twice a week, and I add a swim in that as well. And also, if you want to blow some steam off, having, a couple of drinks here and there is not a bad thing, all right? Just don't go overboard with it. Don't go binge drinking every single day. But if you're doing it, on the weekends or maybe midweek, you have, a couple of glasses of wine. That's actually a good way for you to unwind and also have a bit of fun. And then lastly, to round it all off, I have at least 7 hours of sleep every single day. So I sleep a little bit later. I get into bed about 1 o'clock. I wind down with a book. I leave my mobile phone in my office, literally completely detached to my mobile phone. I get ready, I wind down, and then I sleep for at least 7, usually 7.5 hours. And if you're not getting at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep, then you're doing your body a huge disservice, okay? So in this day and age, it's not about, I'm gonna sleep when I'm dead kind of thing. No, you need your sleep. If you want to be healthy, you want to be productive, if you want to have lots of energy and you want to have low stress, you need your rest. Your body needs to repair itself. So if you're someone who sleeps for like 4, 5, 6 hours, you need to make a change, all right? Because sleep is super duper important. Try and figure out something that allows you to go to bed. For me, again, it's all about having that wind down session, making sure that by the time I'm in bed, I've been off my devices for at least an hour. I've brushed my teeth. I'm ready. I read a good book. And that usually kind of winds me down. And then once I start falling asleep, I put that book down and then I just switch off the lights and I'm out. And that's it right there. That's my whole productivity system. Literally what I do pretty much every single day. And I know that if you implement even some of these strategies, it's gonna really, really help you in your life, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this list right here today. Let me know in the comment section below what are some of the aha moments that you had. Would appreciate some thumbs ups if you got some value from this video today. And if you enjoyed some of these productivity hacks and you would like to learn how to use that and turn that into a very, very successful business exactly the same way I did, I would love to show you how to do that. All you need to do is register for my 6-figure workshop down below in the comment section or the chat box, and I look forward to seeing you there. So I hope you enjoyed the video today and you got lots of value from it, you learned a lot from it. If you like content like this, remember to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you know every time we come up with a brand new video. And if you want, you can check out one of the videos I recorded recently, super fun. You're gonna get a lot of value from it as well, and I hope to see you there. Take care.